If you are 60 years old or older, I want to ask you something very personal. When was the last time you took a good, honest look at your bedroom? And I do not mean the decorations or whether the sheets match. I mean the space itself, the air, the light, the energy it holds. Most of us think of the bedroom as a place of comfort, a place where we rest, where we heal, where we escape the stress of the day. But what if, without realizing it, that same space is slowly working against you? What if the reason you wake up feeling foggy, tired, or unrested has nothing to do with your age and everything to do with your environment? In this video, we are going to uncover 5 hidden sleep killers that may be inside your bedroom right now. Things that seem small but can affect your breathing, your clarity, your mood, and your energy. The good news? These are simple changes. No expensive tools, no drastic lifestyle overhauls, just quiet adjustments that help your body do what it already knows how to do. Rest deeply and fully. So if you are ready to feel more clear, more rested, and more in control of your sleep, then stay with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes might just change how you feel every single morning. 1. The blue light trap. Let me ask you something, and please be honest with yourself. Is your phone the last thing you look at before bed? And the first thing you reach for in the morning? If so, you are not alone. In fact, for many people, especially those of us over 60, the phone has become more than a device. It is a habit, a part of the nightly routine, a way to feel connected, informed, or simply distracted from a restless mind. But what if I told you that this small device might be doing more harm than good to your sleep? You see, our brains are wired to respond to light. As the sun sets and the world gets darker, our brains begin to produce melatonin, the natural hormone that makes us sleepy. But the blue light from your phone screen tells your brain the exact opposite. It says, "Stay awake, it is still daytime." Even if your eyes feel heavy, your brain stays alert. You lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering why you cannot wind down, and the answer might be glowing in your hand. But it does not stop there. Even after you fall asleep, that little device keeps working against you. The buzz of a late-night notification, the glow from a screen lighting up your nightstand. The habit of checking the time every few hours. Every small disturbance pulls your brain out of deep, healing sleep, the kind your body needs more than ever at this stage of life. And then you wake up tired. You blame it on aging or stress, or maybe a poor night's rest. But what if the real problem was never you? What if it was your phone? Now, I understand you might say, "But I use my phone as my alarm clock," or "I listen to calming music at night," and that is okay. You do not have to throw the phone away, but you do need to create some distance between your screen and your sleep. Here is what I recommend. First, charge your phone in another room, not next to your bed, not under your pillow, far enough that you cannot reach for it out of habit. If you need an alarm, get a simple old-fashioned clock. One with no screen, no buzzing, just a soft sound to wake you up. If you absolutely must keep your phone nearby, at least put it in airplane mode and place it screen down across the room. That small shift alone can give your brain the quiet it needs to fully rest. Even better, try building a wind-down routine that does not involve screens at all. Read a few pages of a book. Stretch your body gently. Sit quietly and reflect on your day, or simply breathe. Try just 1 week. No phone in bed, no screen time for at least 30 minutes before sleep. The difference may surprise you, because real rest, the kind that restores your body and clears your mind, only happens when your brain is allowed to shut down. And in this season of life, more than ever, you deserve that kind of rest. 2. That old pillow. Let's talk about something simple, something quiet, something you lay your head on every single night. Your pillow. Now, I know what you might be thinking. My pillow is just fine. I've had it for years. It's shaped exactly how I like it. And I understand. We get attached to things that feel familiar, especially when they've been with us through many seasons of life. But here's what most people never consider. Over time, a pillow collects far more than comfort. It collects dust mites, sweat, body oils, dead skin cells, and even mold. You may not see it on the surface, but your body feels it every single night. If you've been waking up with a stuffy nose, a dry throat, or itchy, watery eyes, you might be blaming the weather or allergies. But what if the real culprit is right under your head? Dust mites thrive in warm, humid environments, and they feed on the tiny skin flakes we naturally shed during sleep. Their waste, though invisible, can trigger low-grade inflammation, allergic reactions, even shallow breathing. And it is not just your sinuses that pay the price. That lingering skin irritation on your cheeks or jaw, the redness or small breakouts that seem to come and go without reason. Night after night, your face is pressing against a surface soaked in oils, bacteria, and buildup. And if you live in a humid area, here's an even more important concern: mold. Pillows that are several years old, especially foam or feather ones, can grow mold from trapped moisture. And while you may not smell it or see it, breathing in mold spores while you sleep can lead to fatigue, brain fog, and respiratory stress. Now, here is the truth. No matter how perfectly shaped or broken in that pillow feels, if it is making you tired or sick, it is not a comfort. It is a risk. So what can you do? If your pillow is more than 2 years old, it is time to replace it. Choose a hypoallergenic option, one designed to resist dust mites, mold, and bacteria. They may cost a little more, but they give your body what it truly needs: clean support. If you are not ready to let your favorite pillow go, at the very least, invest in a good protective pillow cover. Wash it weekly in hot water and take a moment to hold your pillow up to the light. If it looks stained, smells off, or feels heavy, that is your sign. It may sound like a small change, but don't underestimate the power of a clean pillow. Better breathing, calmer skin, deeper sleep. It all starts here, with what you lay your head on at the end of the day. Because your body has worked hard for you, your head deserves a place to truly rest. 3. The air you can't see. Let me take you somewhere you may not think about very often: the space under your bed. That quiet, forgotten space. The place where old shoes, boxes, extra blankets, or long-lost holiday decorations tend to gather over the years. Out of sight, out of mind, right? But here's something you may not realize. What's under your bed can affect how you sleep, how you breathe, and even how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Let's start with the basics. Dust. When was the last time you actually cleaned under your bed? For many of us, it's been months, sometimes years, and that's exactly the kind of place dust mites love. They feed on the skin cells we shed at night. Their waste floats into the air, settles into your bedding, and triggers those small nagging symptoms: the runny nose, the dry mouth, the morning cough you brush off as just getting older. But it's not just the dust. When you fill the space under your bed with storage, boxes, bags, old clothing, you're also blocking airflow. And fresh air, especially at night, is one of the most powerful tools your body has to reset and restore itself. Without circulation, the air in your room becomes stale. It feels heavier. It carries more allergens. And even if you're in bed for 8 or 9 hours, your body is working harder just to breathe. Now let's talk about something harder to measure, but just as real: the energy of clutter. Even while you sleep, your subconscious stays aware. A crowded, chaotic space, even when hidden beneath you, can signal the mind that something is unfinished. That something is off. Some sleep experts even believe this hidden clutter can lead to restlessness, shallow sleep, and even vivid, unsettling dreams. Your bedroom should be a place where your nervous system relaxes, not stays on guard. So what can you do? Take a quiet moment today to sit at the edge of your bed and ask, what is under there? Do I need these things? Do they serve me now? Or are they just reminders of things I no longer use? Ideally, the space beneath your bed should be completely clear. But if you do need to store items there, use sealed plastic containers, not cardboard, not fabric. Vacuum underneath regularly. Let the air move. Let the space breathe. And if you're unsure whether it matters, try it. Sleep just one night with nothing under your bed. No boxes, no bins, just space. You might wake up feeling lighter, clearer, as if your body finally had room, not just to lie down, but to rest, because better sleep doesn't always come from expensive mattresses or new gadgets. Sometimes it begins with letting go of what no longer belongs. 4. Darkness isn't always the answer. You have probably heard it many times. To get better sleep, make your room as dark as possible. And yes, there is some truth in that. A dark room helps your brain wind down, signals your body to produce melatonin, and supports deeper rest. But here is the part most people miss, especially as we get older. Sleep is not just about falling asleep. It is also about how we wake up, how easily, how clearly, how ready we feel to begin the day. And for that, darkness alone is not enough. You see, your body follows a natural rhythm, something called your circadian rhythm. It is like an internal clock, carefully timed to light and darkness. When sunlight enters your eyes in the morning, it sends a powerful signal to your brain. It is time to wake up. Your body stops producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and begins producing serotonin, the chemical that lifts your mood and helps you feel alert. But if you are sleeping behind thick, heavy blackout curtains, that signal never arrives. Your room stays dark. Your brain stays quiet. And even after a full night of sleep, you may find yourself struggling to get out of bed, still feeling sluggish and low in energy. Does that sound familiar? That heavy feeling, that fog you can't quite shake, might not be your age. It might be the fact that your body never received the light it needed to fully wake up. And it does not stop there. When your room stays sealed off from light and fresh air, other problems begin to build. Without airflow, the air becomes stale. Humidity rises, dust lingers. Mold may quietly grow along the edges of windows or deep in thick fabrics, and all of that affects how you breathe and how you feel. Then there is the emotional side. Light, especially morning light, has a deep effect on our emotions. Natural sunlight helps your brain feel balanced, hopeful, and awake. It is one of nature's most powerful antidepressants, and it costs nothing. But if your bedroom stays dim all day, your mood can slowly sink. You may feel low for no clear reason, disconnected, like you are moving through each day in slow motion. So how do you find the right balance? You do not have to give up privacy or darkness entirely. The solution is simple. Swap out heavy blackout curtains for light-filtering ones. They still soften harsh evening light and help you fall asleep, but in the morning, they allow gentle, natural sunlight to enter your room. If you are not ready to make that change yet, try this instead. Each morning, as soon as you wake up, open the curtains. Let the light in. Open a window if you can, even just for a few minutes. Stand by the sunlight. Feel it on your face. Do that for 3 mornings in a row and notice what happens. You may begin to feel more alert before you even have your first cup of coffee. Your thoughts may come faster, your mood may feel steadier, and your body may respond with a little more energy and clarity. These are not small changes. They are foundational. Because aging does not mean we lose our rhythm. It means we have to listen to it more closely. Your body still wants to wake with the sun. Your brain still needs natural light to stay balanced, and your soul, whether you call it that or not, still longs for connection with the world outside your walls. Let the light in, not just because it helps you sleep better, but because it helps you live better. It helps you rise, feel, and remember who you are, and that matters, maybe now more than ever. 5. A room that smells good, but feels wrong. Let us talk about something that seems so harmless, even comforting. Scent. A soft lavender candle, a plug-in air freshener with that clean linen smell, a spray you mist over your pillow to help you relax. These little touches make the room feel more cozy, more personal, even more luxurious. But here is the truth most people never hear. Many of those products, especially the ones made with synthetic ingredients, are quietly polluting the air you breathe. Most store-bought scented candles and air fresheners contain chemicals called volatile organic compounds. It sounds complicated, but the reality is simple. These compounds do not just vanish once the scent fades. They linger. They settle into your bedding, your furniture, your curtains, and most importantly, into your lungs. If you have ever woken up with a sore throat, a dull headache, or a strange, heavy feeling in your chest, you might assume it is allergies, or maybe the weather, or just something you ate. But sometimes it is the air itself, the very air you are breathing while your body is trying to heal. And as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive. Our lungs are more vulnerable. Our immune systems are slower to respond. What may have felt like nothing in our 40s can become a daily discomfort in our 60s and 70s. Here is something else to consider. These artificial scents are often marketed as relaxing, calming, even sleep-enhancing. But many of them do the exact opposite. They irritate your airways. They interfere with deep sleep. They may even affect your hormones in ways that build up slowly over time. Now, if you are someone who loves scent, you do not have to live in a blank, sterile room. The goal is not to eliminate fragrance altogether. The goal is to make safer, wiser choices. Choices that support your health instead of quietly undermining it. So here is what you can do. Instead of using commercial air fresheners or chemically scented candles, try a diffuser with pure essential oils. Just a few drops of lavender, peppermint, or eucalyptus can gently fill the room with a clean, healing scent, without any synthetic chemicals. If you love candles, choose beeswax or soy-based ones made with real essential oils. Look for transparency in ingredients. If it does not say what is inside, that is not a good sign. Another powerful step? Bring nature into the room. Add 1 or 2 air-purifying plants like aloe vera, snake plant, or peace lily. These quiet companions do more than decorate. They actually absorb toxins from the air and release oxygen while you sleep. It is a small shift with a big reward. Also, pay attention to what you spray. That linen spray you use before bed? Check the label. If it is full of chemical names you cannot pronounce, it might be time to find a cleaner option, or skip it altogether. Take a few minutes today to walk around your bedroom. Look at what is plugged in, what you light before bed, what you breathe in night after night. Ask yourself, is this helping me rest or quietly working against me? Because your bedroom should not just smell good, it should feel good. The air should be something your lungs welcome, not something they struggle to filter. You deserve a space that heals you, not one that holds hidden irritants in every corner, not one that trades scent for sleep, but a space that helps your body do what it was built to do: breathe, rest, restore. Start with one small change. Maybe tonight you unplug the scented wall unit. Maybe you swap that candle for something cleaner. Or maybe you just open a window and let the fresh air in. The difference may not be loud, but it will be real. And over time, these quiet, thoughtful shifts can bring you back to a place of balance, where rest feels natural, where breathing feels easy, and where your bedroom becomes the sanctuary it was always meant to be. Bonus: 5 small bedtime habits that make a big difference. Now that we have talked about what to remove from your bedroom, let us shift focus. Let us talk about what you can add. Small, gentle habits that help your body wind down, restore, and truly rest. Because sleep is not just about the room, it is also about the rhythm. And just like a quiet song before sleep, the right habits can guide your body into rest without noise, without effort. Here are 5 bedtime habits that can make a big difference, starting tonight. Habit 1: a wind-down alarm. We all set alarms to wake up, but what if you also set one to begin relaxing? Try setting an alarm about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, not to do anything, but to stop. When it goes off, that is your cue to turn off the news, dim the lights, lower the volume of your thoughts. This soft boundary helps your body and mind prepare for sleep without rushing. Habit 2: warmth. A warm shower or bath about 90 minutes before bed can naturally lower your core body temperature afterward, which signals the brain that it is time to sleep. It also soothes joints, relaxes muscles, and calms the nervous system. No screens, no distractions, just water and stillness. Habit 3: gratitude on paper. Before bed, write down just 3 things you are grateful for from that day. They can be simple: a good phone call, a walk, a quiet cup of tea. This gentle ritual shifts your mind away from stress and toward peace. And over time, it can actually improve sleep and emotional balance. Habit 4: gentle stretching. 10 minutes of slow movement can ease body tension and help your joints feel more open in the morning. Try standing stretches or sitting on the edge of your bed. Focus on your shoulders, neck, lower back, and hips. Breathe slowly. Let each movement be soft and patient. Habit 5: a ritual object. Choose one small item, a book, a candle, a piece of music, and make it part of your nightly rhythm. When you use it, your body learns it is time to rest. Over time, this object becomes more than just a thing. It becomes a symbol of comfort and closure for your day. These habits do not require money. They do not demand energy. They are quiet acts of care for your body, your breath, and your spirit. And the best part? You do not need to do them all. Just choose one, the one that speaks to you, the one that feels gentle, manageable, kind. Because at this stage in life, sleep is no longer just about getting through the night. It is about healing, recharging, waking up not just alive, but present. And you deserve that every single evening. Before we end, I want to leave you with one simple truth. Better sleep does not have to be complicated. You do not need a fancy mattress, expensive supplements, or high-tech gadgets. What you need, what your body truly craves, is a calm, safe space that supports rest, not just sleep. Maybe tonight you start with one small thing. You replace the pillow you have held onto for too long. You move your phone out of reach. You open your curtains in the morning, or finally clear the clutter beneath your bed. These are not chores. They are quiet decisions, acts of self-respect. And after a lifetime of caring for others, raising families, building careers, holding things together, it is more than okay to turn some of that care inward, because this next chapter of life is not about giving up. It is about returning to clarity, to rhythm, to rest that actually restores. You deserve a bedroom that works for you, not against you. You deserve mornings that begin with energy and nights that end in peace. So if something in this message spoke to you, hold on to it. Share it with someone who needs it. And most of all, trust that it is never too late to change how you sleep and how you feel. One breath, one night, one quiet choice at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me.